I know what everybody's thinking. You're all like, why is Rochelle home by herself every single Friday night? Does she not have a life? To which the answer would be, I guess not. I don't know what the answer is to that, but I just wanted to bring it up because I know you're all thinking it. And it's all right. If you want to judge me for that, that's fine. But my kids have Awana on Friday nights and Adam goes also. So I actually get time to myself, which I don't really get very often, especially since I homeschool the kids. So I'm just kind of like loving being home. So you can call me whatever you want to call me, but anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up. So what I wanted to talk about tonight really quick was, because it's just kind of like a little soapbox thing. It is swearing when you write. Okay, this is what I mean by that. So many times lately, I have had somebody recommend an article that I read, or somebody will put it on Facebook or something, that there's this blog post that they just love and they just think everybody should read it. And I go to it and I realize that like halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is really good and she's a good writer or whatever. And then all of a sudden she like throws some bomb in there. And I'm like thinking to myself, what's your point here? I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm never going to use swear words when I write. Mainly because I think it's just plain lazy. Okay? Alright, where are my CC peeps at? Holla! Okay, if you're in classical conversations and you do the essentials program, your kids have to do a writing thing, right, in class. And when they're writing papers, after they're done kind of writing the skeleton part of it, they have to go back and add quality adjectives. Okay? There's a list of them. Like literally they get a list. I mean, you can use a thesaurus if you want, but they get to take this list and then add in the adjectives that go along with what they're talking about. Now, if you think about it, there's basically like what, 5 words maybe in the world that you shouldn't use when you're writing. I mean, as far as what I'm talking about right now. I just don't understand the thought process when you're sitting down to your computer to write a blog post or to write a book or to write something like that. And you're writing and you're thinking, I'm going to use this word. Like, what's your point? Really? I just want to know. Is it like Adam and Eve syndrome? Like, you guys are in the garden and you can have anything you want, any fruit, anything. Just don't touch that one tree. What do they want to do? Go touch that one tree, right? The fruit on that tree? Okay. Is that what this is all about? Is it like, well, I can use any quality adjective in the world, but I'm going to use one of these ones because I think it makes me look cool. Well, I just want you to know, you don't look cool when you use those words. You just don't. It's not cool. You don't look like a grown-up if that's what you're trying to look like. And it's bad enough when I'm at the porch and I have to tell 12-year-old boys, really, can you stop? Can you just stop saying those words? But like, it's one thing if you're talking and it slips out, but I'm talking people who are sitting down and like thinking things out. They're typing, which at the top right of your keyboard, there's a little delete button, if you slip it out when you're writing, you can always backspace that bad boy. Okay, so anyways, my point is just please, if you're going to start blogging, if you've already been blogging, if you're going to just write, if you want to be a writer, can you just please like be a big person and just not be lazy enough that you have to throw in some slang terminology that is inappropriate if my kids look over my shoulder and start reading what I'm reading, which, not like they necessarily would, but it's just the point. There's just no need for it. So you can just know that when you're reading my stuff, I can add emphasis to things, I can make things, inspirational if I want to, without using those 5, or I didn't really count them out, so don't like think of the words in your head, that's not my point. But without using those few words that you're kind of not supposed to use, that we could call swear words or curse words or cuss words, whatever you want to call it, just as you're writing, just be a little bit more creative than that, okay? Think of a quality adjective that can get your point across and just stop cursing, please. I just want to read a nice blog post about something that can inspire me without being like, why did they have to go throw that in? So just don't throw it in. And if you've already written one, just backspace, backspace, backspace. Put something else, okay? It works. It can work. Make it work. Do the right thing, okay? All right. Have a great weekend.